Filipino skin colour, the obsession with being white. Now, I'm an Aussie. I grew up in Australia in the 1970s, when everyone spent their summers lying on the beach trying to get a suntan. They used suntan lotion, see the link here if you're reading this, to try to get brown skin. We thought it looked healthy, and nobody wanted to be pasty and white. It was embarrassing when summer came around and our skimpy shorts showed our white legs. Remember? I don't know about you gents, but I found some of the prettier girls here in the Philippines had the yummiest brown skin. They looked good enough to eat, and then, shock horror, they would say they wanted to be white, for goodness sakes. They would describe themselves and others as very black. That's how the Americans used to portray Filipinos. Quite charming, isn't it? Why do Filipinos want to be white? Filipinos didn't invent the fear of being black. Indians, from India that is, also desire whiter skin, and no doubt it would have been the same amongst the Americans of African descent once upon a time too. And Japanese used sunscreen lotions for hundreds of years. Now why? If you ask a Filipino, you won't get anything too profound. You'll just get that they don't want to be black, and that this will make them ugly. No one these days thinks of the reasons behind it. They just accept that white is better. But it stems from two areas. Firstly, the colonisers were white. Now, in the more recent history of the world, the colonisers and conquerors have been the white people. The English ruled a large portion of the world at various times. India, China, Australia, America, Canada, large portions of Africa and umpteen other places. The US had a go at colonising when they took over colonising the Philippines from the Spanish in 1898. They politely referred to the Filipinos as their little brown brothers, but also as natives and another N-word. Dark skin meant being inferior. So the power and the wealth was with the white people, and the whiter your daughters were, the more likely that one of the elites of society would marry her and breed the colour out of your gene pool. The kids of those liaisons had a greater chance of a good life because of their whiter skin. Also, darker skin comes from working outdoors. Filipinos still get changes in skin tone from sun exposure, just like white folk. They can tolerate a bit more, and sunburn is rare. My wife Mila went to the pharmacy once looking for something to treat my sunburn, and they had nothing there. They actually suggested slices of tomato. They do still get darker if they are out in the sun, though. Look at the local police, traffic enforcers, and security guards. They're normally as black as Africans. So being black could mean you do menial tasks out in the sun. Being white means leading a more comfortable and privileged life. The desire for white skin. Even though there are no more white colonisers, white is beautiful is ingrained as part of the culture. The girls and the boys all wish they were whiter, and the beautiful people, that is the TV stars, music stars, models, etc., are the whitest Filipinos, and anyone who is half Filipino and foreigner stands a good chance of attaining stardom because of it. Example, the barely talented James Reed that my daughters all want to marry one day. And the Korean K-pop stars are popular because of their white skin too. And the dreadful skin whitener products sell like hotcakes here. And anyone who can afford it will slather this rubbish on and will watch as their skin gradually becomes fairer. I'm not sure what the stuff actually does, but you see faces taking on paler shades than the rest of the body. It starts to look quite strange. What I do know is that it removes the natural skin protection, and sunburning can leave scars on the face. If you see a lady who looks like she has a moustache of darker skin, it was probably due to abuse of this garbage, and scars on the cheekbones under the eyes are also common. Now, we've always had staff members at home here cover their heads with towels when they brought in the washing from the line, and no one but a few younger kids will want to use the pool in the heat of the day. We've had kids spend their holidays here only to see the looks of horror on their mothers' faces because they've become browner during their stay. Personally, I'd like to see a bit more national pride, especially when it comes to appearance. Being white as a sheet makes perfect sense in Scandinavia, but not much in this part of the world. Being Filipino means having a lovely and delicious skin tone. It also means having a flat nose instead of the great big thing with a sharp point on it. Means looking better at 45 than many an Aussie woman looks at 35. You will never hear me praising white skin, and I long for the day when Filipinos appreciate what God gave them. I think it's time to stop envying the old colonisers. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it and you would like to subscribe, you can click on the little button down the bottom corner there, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There are regular articles on aspects of Australian visas to the Philippines on www.downundervisa.com.au. There's a blog page you can subscribe to. There is a free visa assessment form, and there are regular articles on aspects of Australian Filipino relationships, which you can see on www.FilipinaWives.com.au. If you can please share these articles and these videos on any of the social media that you use, we would appreciate that. Thank you.